This is Contra Radio Network, internet radio for the discerning prepper and patriot.
Hi, this is John Jeffers of the Jeffers Brief on Contra Radio Network. I'm not only a host here on Contra Radio Network, I'm also the founder of Contra Radio Network, and I want you to know that Contra Radio Network is looking for people who want to do their own podcast. And if you do have your own podcast, I urge you, come check out ContraRadioNetwork.com. And if you like what you see, and you like the rates, and by the way, I don't think you can beat our rates, come join us, because we're looking for more people. We need to get the word out, and you can do the show as you want to do it. All right? Okay, then. We'll see you on Contra Radio Network. Thanks for listening, and thanks for coming over and giving us a try. Until then, I'm John Jeffers on the Contra Radio Network of the Jeffers Brief.
Life is unpredictable, but you can count on Valley Food Storage to help you and your family prepare. With clean, natural, great-tasting, and long-lasting food storage, with our natural and nutritious freeze-dried food, you'll be storing the food you love to eat. Log on to ContraRadioNetwork.com and click on the Valley Food Storage banner. It's time for the show. MLM, The Good, The Bad, and The Truth, with your host, Daniel J., explaining all things MLM. And here he is, your host, Daniel J.
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of MLM, The Good, The Bad, The Truth. I am your host, my name is Daniel J., and every week on this show, we break down this industry known as network marketing, multi-level marketing, and we give you the scoop from the inside out. You know, with this show, my main mission is to help set you up for success in your network marketing business. You know, for me, the first time I heard about network marketing, the first time I heard the power of MLM and being able to build a residual income, in my mind, you know, there was no other way. You know, this just made so much sense to me. You know, I was 14 years old. You know, I was waiting for my dad to pick me up from a Royal Rangers meeting, and I remember sitting in the front of the auditorium, and my dad was talking to this guy named Brian. You know, I was kind of antsy. I was ready to go home. You know, why is my dad just sitting here talking to people? You know, let's go. But as I overheard this conversation my dad was having with Brian, Brian was telling my dad about this pager business. For those of you who remember pagers back before cell phones, but he's telling my dad about these pagers. And if my dad were to buy a pager from him, Brian would earn a commission every single month my dad paid his pager bill. And not only that, you know, once my dad got a pager plan, he had the ability to sell pager plans to other people, and my dad could start earning commissions by sharing pager plans with other people. But not only that, those people could also share the business with other people, and my dad could earn commissions off of a whole team of people. Literally when hundreds of thousands of people every single month pay their pager bills, he could earn money. He could earn commissions, residual income, by doing the work once and getting paid over and over and over again. And that's the power of residual income. You know, residual income is being able to do the work once and getting paid for it over and over and over again. You know, much like an author who writes a book. You know, he only has to write the book once, but then every time the book sells, he continues to get paid every time. Or if you think about, you know, having $1 million in the bank, and you have $1 million in the bank, you're earning interest off it, And whether you work or not, your money is working for you. Or if you think about people who get into real estate and who have rental properties, they buy this house, they fix it up, they start renting it out, and they rent it out for more than the mortgage costs. So now, just by having this house, letting other people live in it, they earn money every single month just by setting up this system. And that's what network marketing, that's what multi-level marketing, it allows the average person to get plugged in and to get started with a system that they now have the ability to earn residual income. And at 14 years old, overhearing this conversation, realizing that there's a different path. There's something besides corporate America. Even at 14 years old, the majority of times I heard adults, talking about their jobs or going to work, the majority of the time they just complained about it. They didn't even seem to like their jobs, but yet every adult I talked to said, go to school, get good grades, go to college, graduate, go to work for a company, work your way up the corporate ladder. Being a cog in the corporate wheel, that's what you want to do. And even back then I knew, no, I don't want to do that. I have an entrepreneurial bone in my body. I know that there's more out there than just being trapped in this rat race. And at 14 years old, as I overheard Brian telling my dad about this, and, I was sitting on the edge of my seat with excitement. Not only was I 14 years old, I thought pagers, they were the new technology. They were the coolest thing ever. Not only could I get this cool pager, but I could start this business. I could have an alternative to corporate America where I could share cool products with people. I could train people, on different sales techniques. I could build teams. I could earn residual income. I could work for myself. I could pick my own hours. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of this? But as I continued to listen, my dad, eventually told Brian, well, thanks for sharing this with me, Brian. I'm really not interested. I wish you best of luck on your new business venture. And, he kind of told Brian no, but thanks anyway. And then it wasn't until on the ride home in the van where, this idea was still going through my mind, how cool pagers are. I can earn commissions. I can earn residual income. That, in the back seats, I had to loosen my seatbelt. I had to lean forward and be like, Dad, I heard about that pager business. That's the coolest thing I ever heard. How do I start a pager business? And, I brought this up. I thought my dad would, oh, what an entrepreneur you are, son. What great insights you have. But instead, my dad just kind of looked back, kind of laughed a little and said, oh, son, you don't want to do that. That's one of those pyramid businesses. And in my mind, I kind of thought, oh, okay. I leaned back, I tightened my seatbelt back up. But in my mind, I realized, yeah, but everyone's at the top of their own pyramid. Everybody gets to start at the top and build down. I mean, it's the complete opposite structure of corporate America, where instead, starting at the bottom, doing your internship after you do college and slowly trying to climb your way up, trying to win these popularity contests of corporate America. And for anyone, who's ever been there, who's been stuck in the cubicle, who's been working for a boss, just wondering, how in the world did you get that promotion? Realizing that I can use my creativity in ways that, it's limitless. It's only up to me how I want to apply this. But at that moment, I realized that, how does my dad not get it? How come some people don't see this? But at 14 years old, there's not really much I could do about it. I mean, this was like in the mid-90s. This was even before the internet. I think this was even before they were sending those AOL discs in the mail. Remember getting those AOL CDs where you could put them in and get your 10 free hours of internet? So it wasn't until years later that I was in college that I was able to go online and start looking up how to work from home. And that's when I came across this industry known as internet marketing, which led me to multi-level marketing and network marketing. And here was that idea. Here's that same idea I heard about when I was 14 years old. And to find out there's this whole community. I mean, there's a whole bunch of companies in this industry where people are selling products, they're earning commissions, and simply by getting started, I could make all of my dreams come true. So, I was never recruited into network marketing in the traditional way. No one ever came up to me. I never went to a hotel meeting or a home meeting. For me, all of this was always done online. And we're going to take a short break here in just a moment. But when we come back, I want to share exactly what I did to grow my business. I want to share exactly with you why I struggled, why I didn't get the results I expected, why every time every company and every upline told me what was going to happen, it never happened. So we're going to talk about the traditional path people take in network marketing, and then we're also going to break down a new way to look at your business. How to look at network marketing here today in 2020 in a way that works to sell products, to duplicate, to build a residual income with other people who are just as excited about network marketing as we are. So that's why we're here. MLM, the good, the bad, the truth. I'm your host, Daniel J., and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Hey everyone, Daniel J. here, and this show is brought to you by the HB Vitality team, where we have a community of people who are excited about this industry known as network marketing. And together, we work as a team to come up with ideas and strategies that we can implement to get results. Learn more at hbvitalityshow.com.
Proper has made tactical gear with a purpose for over 50 years, since their first U.S. Navy contract in 1967. Today, Proper designs and manufactures professional-level tactical apparel and gear for military, law enforcement, and public safety professionals and civilians, whether in the service, on the job, or off for the weekend. Log on to ContraRadioNetwork.com and click on the Proper banner now.
Black Metal Firearms are a couple guys I know personally and friends of mine that put together some great accessories for all your firearms needs. Everything that I've seen them do is just top-notch and very nice looking. BlackMetalFirearms.com. Check them out. I think you'll be glad you did. Go to Facebook, Black Metal Firearms. They got a great page there too. Learn more about the workmanship and the craftsmanship they put into every accessory and every build they do.
Welcome back to this week's episode of MLM The Good, The Bad, The Truth. I am your host, Daniel J., and we're breaking down this industry known as network marketing, multi-level marketing. And as I shoot this episode, we're here in 2020 in the middle of the great American shutdown. Everybody's on lockdown, kind of staying in their houses. And, the majority of people think, now more than ever is the best time to get out there and promote their network marketing businesses. And at first glance, I thought, I was going to kind of go with that crowd of, everyone's stuck at home. Everybody needs this. If we can go out to people and we can solve their problems, isn't that kind of the mindset of network marketers? We learn about our company, we learn about our products, we learn that they can be life-changing. And we're told if we just go out there and share it with everyone, people are going to get it. That products just sell themselves. Once people see the power of this, everyone's just going to be interested. And I remember, the very beginnings, when I first started network marketing, I remember joining this company. And I did what everyone else does, what everyone else is told to do, which is to make a list of friends and family. And the plan for this business was you make a list of friends and family, you call them and pique their interest, and then you get them over to a sizzle call. And this was kind of before videos on the internet were so popular, but we'd give people a phone number where they would call and listen to a recorded message about our business. A sizzle call. It was going to get them excited, tell them all the benefits of the company. And when all your friends and family heard this message, they were just going to get so excited they would join. So I remember, making my list. I remember being super nervous just to call my list. I don't know why, but I was super nervous. I called my first friend and I said, you know what? I just found something so cool. You're absolutely going to love it. You got to call and listen to this message. You call and listen. I'll call you back in 15 minutes and see what you thought about it. And I hung up the phone. And I remember, when I called back, after they listened to the sizzle call, I couldn't just call back and be like, how was it? You have to call back and you have to ask the right question. So when you call them back after they listen to the sizzle call, you have to ask them, what did you like best about it? Because when you ask, what did you like best about it? Then they have to find something that they like, right? Then they have to start talking about what they liked. They're going to start to sell themselves. They're going to get themselves excited, and then they're just going to want to join. So I remember sitting there for the next 15 minutes and just practicing that line of, what was it that you liked the best? And in my mind, I started going through all these scenarios. Are they going to like the business the best? Are they going to like the products the best? Are they going to like the compensation plan the best? What are they going to like the best? So, I was so excited. I had my line ready. I called them back 15 minutes later and I said, oh, did you listen to it? What did you like the best? And their response was, well, nothing really. I was like, what do you mean? How did you not like anything about that? And they're like, dude, are you actually doing one of those things? No, I'm not interested in that at all. And when I kind of hung up the phone, in my mind, I realized that, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And I remembered back, to 8 years before this, when I was 14 years old, and to my dad's reaction. And thinking, you just heard the most amazing thing ever. How you can change your life, how you can change your financial future, and how you can build residual income. And that didn't get you excited? And for years, years and years, it blew my mind. How can anybody, be dumb enough to not want to join my downline? How are people not excited about this opportunity in this business? How do they just not see it? I had that childlike mindset. That mindset, if I think this way, if I feel this way, then everybody must think this way. Then everybody must feel this way. And as I went from business to business, to company, from compensation plan to compensation plan, always thinking, oh, well, this one's going to be it. Once people see this product or once they see this business or this compensation plan, then they're just going to get it. Then it's just going to make sense and they're going to join. They're going to recruit all their friends and family. So as I told my list about, every single business I joined, they still weren't interested. They still didn't want to join. They still didn't want to buy the products. And I still knew that network marketing, this is the greatest industry ever. And if I can just explain myself better, if I can just talk about the products better, if I can just explain this compensation plan more powerfully, then eventually they're going to join. If I could just sit them down and give them a 2-hour presentation about how simple this is, then they'll see it. But the truth is they weren't listening to a word I had to say. They were watching what I was doing. And as I was sitting there trying to explain this complicated compensation plan, explain how magical these products were, or how great this business was, even though I was telling them it was simple, they were watching me, realizing I had no idea what I was doing. I was vomiting every piece of information I had all over them. And well, again, the words I was saying didn't even hit their ears. What they were doing was watching what I was doing and thinking, I don't want to do that. I don't want to call my friends and family and sell them on a business opportunity. I don't want to call my friends and family and sell them these products. I don't care what you have to say. I'm watching you do that, and I don't want to do what you're doing. And that was a hard realization for me of, kind of one of my biggest breakthroughs. Because for so long I thought that's what network marketers did, is we took people who were not interested in network marketing and we got them to see the light, that where the light comes down from heaven and all of a sudden they're just like, you know what? I see it now. You're right. I'm going to join and I'm going to get all in. But for some reason, that just never happened. And so I thought, well, if I can get my skills better, if I can get better at inviting, if I can get better at presenting, if I can get better at overcoming objections, get better at closing people, get better at following up, if I can just get better at all these skills, I can start taking not interested people and getting them interested. And for so long, I thought, it's just me. I'm told this is supposed to be easy. I'm told everyone's just going to join. But for some reason, for me, everyone I talk to is just not interested, and everywhere I looked, when I went on social media or I went to the company events or I watched the webinars, all I saw was success. So I thought it was me that's broken. I guess network marketing just doesn't work for me. But through my entire time in network marketing, I started off in the early 2000s on Yahoo chat rooms, to Google Plus groups, to Twitter, to Instagram, to Facebook groups. And I started building relationships with people who were in network marketing. What happened was I was just like, none of my friends are interested in this. None of my family are interested in this. But I love this idea of network marketing. I just want to talk to other network marketers. So I went out there and found other people who were interested in network marketing. And I realized, I don't care if you join my business. I don't care if you buy my products. But also, I'm not joining your business. I'm not buying your products. But let's just hang out. Let's talk about network marketing. Let's share strategies. What is working for you? And as I started to connect with other people that I met, on Google Plus groups or Yahoo chat rooms or Twitter or whatever social media it was, I found other people who were pitching their business and products, and I just started to talk to them and on a real level, getting past that surface level of let's sell each other and getting to that level of, let's have a conversation. Because network marketing, it's really become this act as if business. We have to market it. Oh, it's easy. It's simple. You just join and you just get rich. If anybody knew that you actually had to do work, if anybody knew you actually had to develop some skills, if anybody knew you actually had to put some time into it, well, then they just wouldn't join. But I realized that was one of the biggest mistakes that I was making. I was going out there marketing my business by telling people, oh, it's easy. It's simple. Anyone can do it. If you just join my business, you're going to grow a huge downline. But while I was telling people this is what was going to happen, this isn't what was happening for me. I thought, it is just me. For some reason, network marketing just doesn't work for me. But if I can just recruit someone, network marketing will work for them. They'll have friends and family who are interested. When they wander around Walmart, they'll be able to meet strangers who will join them. But I started to make relationships with these people, and I started to follow up with them a couple months later. This is where one of my biggest breakthroughs came, is when I would go on Google Plus, I would go into their groups, I would meet people in social media who say, I'm part of the most, people say, I'm part of the best business ever. You won't believe how simple this is. This one's just going to work for you. But as I followed up with these people, a few months later, I was like, hey, I saw you're in that business. How is that business going for you? And I usually got one of three responses. We're going to take a short break here, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to share what those responses were for you. Because once I realized this, that's when I could have the change in the business that I needed to just change everything around, to finally make network marketing work for me, be able to build some residual income, and to have my financial freedom. So again, this is MLM. This is the good, the bad, the truth. I am your host, Daniel J. And after this short break, we'll be right back with you so you can have your breakthrough too.
At Stag Arms, there is no weak side. Our rifles are 100% American made, including each and every part assembled. We aim to provide recreational shooters, law enforcement officers, hunters, and professional shooters with super quality and competitively priced rifles. Every rifle shipped is built to order. Check out Stag Arms now. Log on to ContraRadioNetwork.com and click on the Stag Arms banner.
This is the Contra Radio Network, CRN for all the right reasons.
Life is unpredictable, but you can count on Valley Food Storage to help you and your family prepare. With clean, natural, great-tasting, and long-lasting food storage, with our natural and nutritious freeze-dried food, you'll be storing the food you love to eat. Log on to ContraRadioNetwork.com and click on the Valley Food Storage banner.
Welcome back to MLM The Good, the Bad, the Truth. I am your host. My name is Daniel J. And I am absolutely loving this episode as we go through and we break down this industry of network marketing, our multi-level marketing. We're giving you the good, the bad, the truth, because we believe the truth is power and that knowledge can set you free. You can't start building your business right. You can't start growing a downline and building a residual income until you look at this business the right way. And even just thinking, now that we're here in 2020, I started network marketing seriously. Back in the early 2000s, and just looking at the changes the industry has gone through since then. I remember when I was first looking into network marketing, I was always told, network marketing is a 2 to 5 year plan. You have to dedicate the next 2 to 5 years developing your business, growing your downline, and then you can start building residual income. But now, today, when I go online or I go on Facebook groups, all you see is, it's literally just overhyped. Here's how to get rich instantly. Here's how to make $10,000 in the next 48 hours. And the reality, the realistic expectations of network marketing have just been washed away by false hopes, by false promises, by false expectations. If you just get started, if you take all out massive action, if you contact everybody over these next 30 days, you with social media, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, your mailman, anybody you ever went to high school with, their parents, if you take all out massive action and you contact everybody then by the end of the month, you should have at least 20 new business builders in your downline. And, I thought that's the way it was going to work out. I have a list. I have these friends and family. I can find people on social media. You mean if I just tell enough people, if I just go for the nose, you're told it's like flipping through a deck of cards that, there's going to be aces in there. Just keep flipping. But it was like I was buying these trick decks of cards. For some reason, any business I joined or product I joined, there was no aces in the deck. No matter how many times I flipped through it, I just couldn't find any aces. And I felt so alone in this struggle, like I was the only one this isn't working for. As I started to build relationships with people who were in network marketing, in Yahoo chat rooms or Google Plus groups or Facebook groups or wherever it was, when I started to follow up with those people a few months later to see how their business is doing, I got one of 3 responses. And, it's always pretty surprising for me. The first response, I'd be like, hey, I talked to you a few months ago about that business. How's everything going? And the first response I would get would be like, I quit that. That did not work. I did everything I was told to. It turns out network marketing just didn't work for me. And, that was discouraging and encouraging at the same time. It was encouraging to realize that, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that's broken. Other people try these same things and aren't able to get results. Other people feel like quitting too. I'm not the only one that feels that way. But it was also discouraging because how come this isn't working? How come all these people can follow this plan that's supposed to work if you work it? All these people are doing it but not getting the results, and then they're just quitting. The second response I would get would people would tell me, I'm still doing it. It's just really not working. I haven't recruited anyone yet. But I know if I hang in long enough, if I just believe, if I just stick around, if I just have enough faith, they tell me if I keep buying the products and I keep going to the events, then magically this is just somehow going to happen. And they have this mindset that all of a sudden, following broken strategies is just going to somehow work. And that kind of leads me to the third response I would get from people. And the third response I would get is, I quit that business. That business X didn't work, but you won't believe, I joined business Y, and now business Y is just amazing. We have better products, we have a better compensation plan, we have a better upline. So now this is the business I'm going to get rich with. And the truth is they were doing the exact same broken strategies they had been doing in every other network marketing business. But now they feel because they have a different product or business or compensation plan, the results are going to change. And changing businesses or changing products and hoping for different results, it's like changing the color of your t-shirt. Network marketing didn't work for me because I was always wearing blue t-shirts. But it turns out if I wear red t-shirts, everyone's just going to want to join. See, they go out and tell all their friends and family and share with the world while wearing a red t-shirt. But for some reason that doesn't work. So again, they blame it on the t-shirt. Well, maybe gray t-shirts. If I wear a gray t-shirt, that will be the key. And for years, I was stuck in this hamster wheel of just spinning around, working, Like riding a bike in the sand, no matter how much effort and energy I put into it, I just was not able to get anywhere. And it wasn't until I figured this out. This was kind of my breakthrough that I had in network marketing. And this is also what took me a long time to realize and understand, because my entire life, I've had sales jobs. I started off when I was like 16 selling magazines over the phone. And then I did political fundraising over the phone. And then I did admissions for a for-profit college over the phone. I sold mortgages over the phone. I sold gold and silver over the phone. And at all my jobs, if I just followed the system, if I just talked to enough of our prospects, I was able to close some of them. Some of them said yes and bought the product. And I always thought, well, it's got to be the same in network marketing. How come it is that we'll use mortgages for an example, that we can literally cold call people. We had cards with names and numbers, and we would cold call people and ask about their current interest rate. How much are your bills? If we can help lower that interest rate, let's find out if we can do that for you. Let's just check your credit. And, I could cold call through people and I could get sales. But for some reason in network marketing, I could talk to 1 billion people and not have anyone interested. And that's when I had to sit down and think about it. And I realized in my traditional sales jobs, whether I was selling mortgages, I was doing admissions for a college, whether it was gold and silver, I was talking to people who were already interested and buying and using these products anyway. I could go through and cold call for mortgages because I could talk to people who already had mortgages. They were already looking for solutions. They were already looking to lower their bills and get better interest rates. They were going to do that either way. If I called or not, they know they wanted to lower interest rate and lower bills. But in network marketing, nobody's already planning on joining a network marketing business. It's not on their radar. It's not something they're interested in. For the majority of people, it's something they have a bad taste in their mouth, even though they've never tried it. Maybe they just overheard someone saying they don't like it, or they saw a 2020 episode about it. But that's the struggle, is you're going around trying to offer solutions to people who don't even realize that they have a problem. And now don't get me wrong, there's people out there looking for network marketing who are searching with their credit cards out saying, which company and team can I join? And we're going to show you how to find those people in just a moment. But I realized, the reason I was struggling so much had nothing to do with what I was doing, but it had to do with human psychology. I was going around offering people unsolicited advice. I was going around saying, I know you don't have a problem, but I have a solution. Here's some products that you need to have in your life. Here's a business you need to join. Here's why you need to create residual income. And the people I was talking to, even if they knew they needed it, even if they said, I want more money, I want more time with my family, I want to be able to travel more, I want to be able to break free from the cubicle, it wasn't their idea. It was my idea. I was going up to them with unsolicited advice, giving them solutions for problems they didn't know they had. And so even though they knew they needed it, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, who are you? I didn't ask for this. Yeah, maybe I need this, but forget about you. People are very resistant to things that aren't their idea. So trying to, first of all, getting people interested who aren't interested, but then overcoming that hurdle of giving that unsolicited advice. There's already that barrier up. Imagine walking around to just random strangers and telling them why they need to be healthier. Even if they know they need to be healthier, they're going to think, who are you? You don't know me. You don't know my situation. You don't know what I'm going through or what my goals are. So even though while this might be useful, maybe I need this, I don't need it from you because you assumed that I need it. You're giving me solutions to problems I don't know I have. So again, there's a whole group of people who are searching for network marketing, who are looking for opportunities, and the key is getting in front of those people. So when we come back from this short break on MLM, The Good, The Bad, The Truth, with your host here, Daniel J., I'm going to give you some strategies to get in front of the people who are looking. Let's take this short break, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, Daniel J. This show's brought to you by the HB Vitality team. And if you're one of those people who are seeking for an opportunity, visit us at hbvitalityshow.com.
Hi, this is John Jeffers of the Jeffers Brief on Contra Radio Network. I'm not only a host here on Contra Radio Network, I'm also the founder of Contra Radio Network, and I want you to know that Contra Radio Network is looking for people who want to do their own podcast. And if you do have your own podcast, I urge you, come check out ContraRadioNetwork.com. And if you like what you see, and you like the rates, and by the way, I don't think you can beat our rates, come join us, because we're looking for more people. We need to get the word out, and you can do the show as you want to do it. All right? Okay, then. We'll see you on Contra Radio Network. Thanks for listening, and thanks for coming over and giving us a try. Until then, I'm John Jeffers on the Contra Radio Network of the Jeffers Brief.
Black Metal Firearms are a couple guys I know personally and friends of mine that put together some great accessories for all your firearms needs. Everything that I've seen them do is just top-notch and very nice looking. BlackMetalFirearms.com. Check them out. I think you'll be glad you did. Go to Facebook, Black Metal Firearms. They got a great page there too. Learn more about the workmanship and the craftsmanship they put into every accessory and every build they do.
At Stag Arms, there is no weak side. Our rifles are 100% American-made, including each and every part assembled. We aim to provide recreational shooters, law enforcement officers, hunters, and professional shooters with super quality and competitively priced rifles. Every rifle shipped is built to order. Check out Stag Arms now. Log on to ContraRadioNetwork.com and click on the Stag Arms banner.
Welcome back to the final segment of this week's MLM, The Good, The Bad, The Truth. And like usual, I have saved the best for last. If you're here, if you're listening to this episode, if you're ready for your breakthrough, I can let you know that you're not alone. There's thousands of hundreds of thousands of people who are thirsty for an opportunity like network marketing has to offer. They say, now is my time. I see the power of having financial freedom and building a residual income. I'm just looking for a realistic plan to get there. But unfortunately, network marketing is filled with, let's be honest, false hopes and false promises and, marketing plans that just don't work no matter how much effort you put in, no matter how much you believe in it. And once I was able to realize this truth, once I was able to change the way I looked at my business, my results were able to change as well. Instead of wandering around, there's three types of people. There's everyone. Everyone in the world. And that's who network marketer. What do you mean you don't have anyone to talk to? Look how many people are in the world. But the problem is the average person, the majority of people wandering around the streets. Well, we're in the lockdown of 2020 now, so nobody's wandering around the streets. But the majority of people quarantined in their home just are not looking for a solution. And by going up and offering a solution, one of two things happens. Either they're just not interested in network marketing. It's people like my dad. Doesn't matter the product, the business, the compensation plan. No matter what you tell him, he's going to say, oh, one of those pyramid things, I just don't want to do that. And the other thing that can happen is even if they say, I'm looking for something, it wasn't their idea. You have to have people, it has to be their idea first. And there's millions of people out there searching for this, who are seeking solutions, who understand the power of network marketing and are looking for a way to build their business right. There's people who are over the hype. They realize, I've been in this for 5 years, 5 different businesses. I struggle to recruit 5 people or make $500 a month. All these years I've told it's been easy. I realize it's not easy. I realize it's going to be hard work, and I'm okay with that. I'm willing to put the time and effort into it if someone will just give me a realistic plan to get there. And the realistic plan to get there is to put your message in front of people who are looking for it. And this is MLM, the good, the bad, the truth. So what's the truth about this marketing plan? Building your business and marketing in a way that you get interested people finding you with their credit card out, ready to join. It's the hardest way to build your business. Making a list of people you've met, that's easy. Handing out flyers is easy. Talking to people you run into the grocery store, it's easy, but it doesn't work very well. Whereas building a marketing system where, I guess we have to talk about this first. People like me who are interested in network marketing, who are interested in residual income, who are sitting in traffic, for the 30th day this month. If they had to work every single day this month, they're stuck in traffic again. All they want to do is be with their family. They're not making enough money. They're saying, I gotta break free from this. I'm going to go looking for solutions. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to do something about this. And when I first heard about this type of marketing, I thought, that's too hard. That's too much work. Either, I think I don't need to do that because my business and products, they just sell themselves. We don't have to do the hard work that normal companies do. So I thought I didn't need to do that hard work. But once I realized these normal methods of building a business get 0 results, that I better start looking into what do the successful people do? The people who are making 6 figures, 7 figures in network marketing, what did they do to get there? And I realized, a lot of people had their breakthroughs in network marketing. A lot of these millionaires in the industry who are still teaching and training, they built their business up in the 80s or the 90s when things were a lot different than they are today. Today, if someone's interested in network marketing or residual income, they don't have to wait for a newspaper to find a newspaper ad. They don't have to wait for a magazine they can flip through. They can reach into their pocket, they can pull out a computer, and they can search Google for exactly what they want and have a billion different results come up. And when I learned that I can create information and I can create content when people are searching for it on the 2 biggest search engines, which are Google and YouTube, I can have my videos, I can have my content come up first for exactly what they're looking for, offering solutions to the problems that they want to solve. And again, this is a long-term strategy. It's impossible to get ranked at the top of Google or YouTube overnight. But for people who are willing to learn these skills, and I know when I first heard about it, I thought, Well, that would be impossible for me. There's too much competition. It's too oversaturated. There's no way I could ever make this work or present in a way that this could happen. But as I started to learn the simple skills, as I started to look at network marketing realistically, as I started to look at network marketing like planting a garden, it's impossible to plant a garden, plant seeds, and, harvest your crops tonight. It doesn't happen in one day. Growing a garden and growing a harvest, you have to do it throughout the seasons. And just like network marketing, understanding that there's seasons to your business, but if you commit, to getting the soil right, to planting the seeds, to watering it, to pulling out the weeds, and then eventually being able to harvest your crops, then you can have massive success when you look at this business in the next 3 to 6 months time frame. Because what we're doing and what we figured out are simple tips and techniques that you can use to get your business, to get your products in front of people who are searching. Because, it comes to searching Google or it comes to searching YouTube, millions, billions of people every single month go to Google and YouTube and they search for network marketing. And millions and billions of results pop up in those search engines. And the truth is, it's impossible to show up at the top of Google or YouTube when someone searches network marketing. But what I realized is, there's people, while millions and billions search for network marketing, there's also people searching for more specific solutions. There's people searching for things like how to grow my network marketing downline on YouTube. And while a lot fewer people are going to type that phrase, how to grow my network marketing business on YouTube, while millions are searching for network marketing, maybe only a couple hundred are typing that whole sentence into Google or YouTube. But what happens is we can find these keywords, and we call these long tail keywords. So a quick lesson here. A keyword is what someone types into Google or YouTube when they're searching for something. So network marketing might be a keyword. But a long tail keyword, it's almost like a short sentence. So network marketing would be a keyword, but a long tail keyword is how to grow my network marketing downline on YouTube. While a lot fewer people are searching for that long tail keyword, I have a much better chance of showing up on YouTube and Google if I create a video or a blog post targeted to that long tail keyword. And guess what? If someone's searching for network marketing, what about network marketing are they searching for? Are they searching for a company? Are they searching for products? Are they searching for training? Are they looking for confirmation that it just doesn't work? But when you get into long tail keywords, how to grow a network marketing business using YouTube, now when people are searching for that, they're searching for a specific problem they have. And when you have a solution to that specific problem, so when someone searches that, when you can create a video that says, welcome to my video, I'm going to show you how to build your downline on YouTube. Here's the steps to do it. That's exactly what they wanted. They're going to watch your information. They're going to absorb it. They're going to be excited about it. And when they see you have a team system that's training people how to do that too, they find that your company, your business, your products become the solution to what they're looking for. And this is where network marketing becomes powerful. And this is exactly what we do on our team, is we work together to be creative, to think of long tail keywords. How do we create content? How do we get solutions in front of people who are searching for them? And then how do we frame our business and our team as the solution to the problems that they have? And now, I hope as you listen to this, you're starting to realize the difference in these marketing plans. Instead of wandering around to everyone, trying to convince people they have a problem and you have the solution, Now there's people out there with the problem looking for specific solutions. And when you can offer solutions to the problems people are looking for, you can start to make unlimited money in network marketing. And just not network marketing in anything. I mean, that's what entrepreneurs do. Entrepreneurs get paid to solve problems. The bigger problems you can solve, the more money you can make. So if you want to dive into a plan like this, if you want to learn how to get creative, how to create content, how to help people who are looking for it, because I'm telling you, there's millions of people searching for this, then you want to get over and check out our team and what we have going on at hbvitalityshow.com. I'll see you next week.